Ensemble Graphics Toolkit, or EGT, is a C++-based GUI toolkit specifically designed for Microchip processors running Linux. EGT provides widgets, layout management, a rendering engine, multimedia support, event handling, and much more to construct a graphics-based application. To learn more about EGT, please see our Introduction to EGT video on the EGT Design Center webpage. Since EGT is a Linux-based tool, please make sure you have a Linux PC available for developing your applications. In this video, we're using the Ubuntu distribution version 18.04. Other distributions and versions will work as well. The EGT source code is maintained on our Linux 4 SAM GitHub repository. The link to the repository is provided in the description. Go to github.com/linux4sam/EGT. Scroll down to the README file to check the mandatory and optional package requirements to use EGT. Open a terminal and run this sudo app install command. Here, I am simply copy-pasting this command to the terminal. If the packages are not already installed, they will be downloaded and installed on your PC. Follow the same process for the optional packages. For the purpose of saving time, these packages have already been installed on this PC. Therefore, let's proceed with downloading the EGT source. The instructions required to clone or download the source is provided in the README file of the EGT repository. Copy this git clone command. From the Linux terminal, change directory to your work directory or wherever you want to download the EGT source tree, and right-click to paste the clone command. The time taken to download the source tree depends on your internet speed. After the download is complete, change to the EGT folder and run the autogen script. Next step, you run the configure script. Before you invoke the configure script, know that there are several options you can pass to this script. For the complete list of these options, type /configure help. For now, we will simply run the configure script without any options to configure the build system. Then we build using the make command. If you have all the required packages installed, this step should complete without any errors. It could take more than 5 minutes to build, depending on the speed of your computer. Finally, install EGT to your host PC using the sudo make install command. On some systems, the default install path will be under /user/local. Following the installation, you may need to run the ldconfig command so that the dynamic loader can find the EGT library when you build your own EGT applications. And that's it. You now have the EGT library installed on your PC and can start developing GUI-based applications in C++. Are you ready to start writing your first graphics application using EGT? Open any text editor of your choosing. For this video, I'm using gedit. Include the EGT/UI header. Start a main function. In any EGT application, we must first create the mandatory application object. To this, add a top window and display the window using the showMember function. Then we run the application. Just 4 simple lines of code are needed to display a window. Save the example application to a suitable location. From this terminal, compile this application using the G++ GNU compiler. We can use a utility called pkgconfig, which will insert the correct compiler options on the command line instead of us hard-coding the location of the required libraries. Now run the application you just built. An empty window. Let's add a widget. Say a button to this window, shall we? Create a button widget with text like this. Now let us add this button to the window and align it to the center. Save the application. Build and run the application again. Now we see a button widget on the screen. Using EGT, we can handle button press events. We can place the button anywhere on the window. We can change its size, make it look pretty, add more widgets, and so on. Numerous example applications are provided in the Egt/examples folder. Let's run the widgets example in the widgets folder. To the left of the window, we have the list box widget that lists all the Egt widgets. Selecting the different items on the list box displays the corresponding widget on the center of the window. Feel free to browse through all the applications and source files for these examples. The README page on the Linux repository provides a link to the Egt Programmer's Manual. Here you can find the API reference for the latest version of Egt. Our Linux 4 SAM repository also maintains standalone examples based on Egt. Egt Samples is a collection of Egt-based applications, some of which use open-source third-party libraries such as Box2D, Chipmunk2D, and more. Egt Benchmark is a set of applications used to run various benchmark tests on Egt. This is useful for testing different hardware combinations, including Egt configurations. Egt Thermostat is an Egt-based thermostat application, and Egt Launcher is an application launcher and home screen written using Egt. To learn how to deploy Egt applications to a Microchip target and other important information, refer to the links in the description. We hope you enjoyed this video. For more information on Egt, visit our Egt Design Center webpage. Contact your local Microchip sales representative or visit our website for additional information about embedded Linux on Microchip processors. Thanks for watching.